Our next bout of the evening is 4 rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concept red corner, Adan Gonzales.
Featherweight fighters, that means we are going in at it for 126 pounds. Adan Gonzales going to be the first of the 2 fighters making his way to the ring here at the Summer Heat Series, living up to its name.
Yes, it is. I'm going to lose a few pounds tonight.
Checking out our tail of the tape here, I will take Mr. Gonzales for the read down at 22 years old, shorter of the 2 at 5 feet 4 inches tall, 126 pounds with a 3-2-2 record. Nicely done, listing himself as a boxer.
And you got Delgado coming in at 38 years old, standing at 5 foot 5 inches tall of 126. Looking to get back on the winning track, a record of 3-10. Lists himself as a conventional fighter.
Gonzales about to enter the ring here. Well-paced walkout.
Fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th, blue corner, Jairo Delgado.
Jairo Delgado making his way to the ring here. He's the elder of the 2, has more fights, so let's say he has the life and the fight experience advantage. Well, we definitely had a thumbs up from the cameraman there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this professional boxing bout is brought to you by Breckenridge Distillery. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, from Denver, Colorado, representing TLC Boxing, Adan "The Don" Gonzales. And his opponent, he is an independent fighter from Denver, Colorado. Please welcome El Gallito Negro, Jairo Delgado!
Okay, gentlemen, you received your instructions earlier in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. No strikes here to the back of the head, nothing below the navel. Right now, we're gonna touch gloves. Good luck.
Gold and white trunks for the TLC fighter, Mr. Gonzales, facing off against the fighter in the black trunks. He's an independent fighter, Mr. Delgado. Referee Curtis Thrasher calls him to the center. Here we go, 4 rounds, professional featherweight boxing.
No touch of the gloves here, getting straight to the action. Gonzales rifling a couple of stiff jabs right off the bat. Delgado doesn't back up at all, though. Comes out with this right hand of his own. Delgado gonna have to be really careful and just put both hands down to block that body shot.
Yeah, that's a little something that a professional fighter is probably gonna take notice of. This guy's looking to put a stamp on this fight early in round 1, throwing with power, willing to plant their feet. Typically in the 126-pound weight class, it's more the fast and flurry kind of action. And these guys looking to plant their feet and land with some solidity.
And Gonzales' jab is not only quick, but it is landing hard and well right off the bat.
And Gonzales giving a bit of a taunting look to his opponent already. Almost hit Delgado on the hip there. I've watched good right hand by Delgado. I've watched a number of fighters break their hands punching the hip of their opponent. That can be a mistake that can be costly.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. Even with these 10-ounce gloves and 8-ounce gloves, you got to remember that weight of the glove is the entire glove. It's not all over the knuckles and the wrist, so got to be a little bit careful.
Nice. Shoot off that shit. You see what the fence did? Nice.
Gonzales seems pretty happy with that right hand down low, and quick twist of the body there for that right hand by Gonzales.
Gonzales looking to land some power shots hard.
Both these guys giving each other some taunting looks and jabs here.
Good body shot by Gonzales there.
Stay on that body. Stay on the body.
Delgado seems to be waiting, wanting to counterpunch, but when Gonzales comes forward, he seems to have the speed advantage, making that counterpunch a little bit difficult for Delgado to be able to get off.
Keep poking.
And Delgado's corner urging him to move forward, throw the jab. I think he's a little bit worried about those, and there, for good reason,
Yeah,
a
took a hard
stiff
shot.
jab.
That definitely snapped his head back. 10-second clacker. Looks like we're going to go to round 2 here in the 126-pound division. And I thought I saw a little wince of pain from Delgado right before the bell sounded. Not sure if he stepped wrong and rolled an ankle or something. It really didn't seem to come from any contact from his opponent. So sort of keep an eye on it, see anything. And Doc Alex going over, taking a look.
I'm also trying to figure out, it almost looks like Delgado's got a cut on the top of his head. I'm not sure where it came from.
And checking out the Larry H. Miller Nissan replay, you can find him on 104th. And what we're going to see here is Gonzales, when he decides to go and he initiates, he's just able to get there faster. Delgado waiting to be a counter puncher, but with Gonzales having the speed advantage, that's going to make for a long night if he doesn't start to do exactly what his corner said, which is start moving forward, sir.
And that last replay right there, Gonzales had a great stepping back uppercut that snapped back the head of Delgado. Let's see how this next round starts.
And going to have timeout so we can get the... I thought the mouthpiece was missing, but they're going to fix some trunks here. And over to a neutral corner, time back in. Here we go, round 2, punchy punchy.
Stick. Nice. Nice.
So Gonzales in a good place now. It's nice coming out after a round of fighting, knowing that at least in the speed department you have an advantage. It's definitely a good place to be mentally.
Yeah, it's a very good spot to be, because what that allows you, a little bit of a low blow there, but it
If
didn't
by
look
little
like
bit
it.
you mean an exact punch in the junk, yeah.
Yeah. It didn't look to phase Delgado at least.
No.
And that's the reason we got these big groin protectors on, by the way. But
And Gonzales talking to him. I couldn't hear what he said, but definitely some jawing back and forth going on by these guys. And Gonzales, whatever he was saying, he's looking to back it up right now.
yeah, I heard it. It was a little bit of you can't touch me and what you got. I think trying to draw Delgado forward a little bit so he can work on some counterpunching too. But Gonzales firmly in control of this fight so far.
A bit of mental warfare as well, looking to get into the head of his opponent and see what kind of changes in his opponent's strategy he can affect.
Ooh, and he's got to be careful. Delgado's hands are dropping a little bit low. Kind of falling into the bait of Gonzales.
Gonzales continues with the taunting attack. Verbal warfare, and Delgado really not playing into it. He just gives him a smile. Says, hey, I've got that life experience advantage. I've heard all this before, sir.
Ooh, couple of big shots to the head and to the body. Leaping left hook. Delgado comes right back, though.
Gonzales read the same script in the locker room that every other fighter's read tonight, which is mix them up, body and head. Get those hands to moving. Pick an open target. Nicely done by the TLC boxer. Delgado's corner asking for him to be a little more offensive. About 30 seconds left in the second round. And Delgado, a little bit of a flinch when he saw Gonzales start to set for that punch there. So he's starting to taste the power a little bit. And just one more verbal jab thrown there after the bell. So Gonzales definitely feeling it, and he's certainly, as we've talked about, getting to the target first, and seems to be much more accurate with his punches than what Delgado's been able to show so far. Checking it out here on the Larry H. Miller Nissan replay. Take us through it, Brent.
Yeah, Delgado has got to start coming forward a little bit more. Gonzales has the speed advantage, and it appears he has the power advantage right now, too. Just kind of picking Delgado apart at will. I'd like to see Delgado kind of dirty this up a little bit. Get inside, throw some body shots, take away that leverage of Gonzales so he can't turn over on his punches as much, and just kind of try to smother him. Make this a dirty fight. I think that's where he's going to win it if he's going to be able to make a comeback, because right now he's down 2 rounds.
Agreed, and I think if Delgado does that, it might sort of counter the verbal warfare of Gonzales as well, and sort of, hey, you asked for a scrappy fight here, let me give it to you. And maybe Gonzales doesn't truly want that.
Exactly.
And already I can see Delgado looking to be more offensive. His footwork has changed up a little bit, more forward movement here for him.
And right there, so he got out of range. I'd like to see him throw a right cross. One step back, rifle a right cross down the center, because Delgado is just, hasn't landed a bunch, and Gonzales is following him every time he steps back.
A slip by Delgado there. And even though Gonzales is still doing a nice job with his game plan, we already see here in the third that Delgado getting off better with the punches. This is what he needed to be doing for rounds 1 and 2 as well. But
exactly,
it is a 4-round fight, so he's got a little time left to work here. And the corner of Delgado saying, don't wait, and I agree 100% with that, because that's what will happen. I used to have a coach, he'd say, if you wait to get hit, you will.
Yep, that's exactly right. And a big left hook, a big right uppercut by Gonzales.
Delgado had his head spun around, but he came up moving forward, wore it well. Impressive toughness by the independent fighter.
Another big right hand by Gonzales.
Gonzales, 3-punch combo there, and every punch thrown at a different level and a different target. Referee Curtis Thrasher saying, watch where your feet are, don't get tangled up, don't step on top of your opponent's foot.
Nice little duck out by Gonzales.
And he gives him a smile about it too. He tries to go a little Michael Jackson with the fancy footwork. All right, I promise I'll never do that again.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Jairo.
I can keep that one, I promise.
Left side after that hook.
Delgado's doing a lot better job at this round with his distance. He's just a half an inch out of range when he moves back, but I'd like to see him move straight back forward and throw something of his own after it.
Yeah, plant his feet at the end of his defense. Be ready to spring forward. We talked about early in round number 1, Gonzales with that lead hand pretty low. Delgado needs to see if he can take advantage of that. 10-second clacker sounded, and that brings another round of verbal jabs out of Gonzales.
We're going to go to the final round. That was a much better round for Delgado. I don't think he won the round, but a much better round, a much better pace for him. Landed some punches.
Yeah, by far, Delgado's best performance of the fight so far is what happened in that round. And Gonzales, you know, we've talked about the taunts that he's thrown out there. I'm really impressed by Delgado in not playing into that, not getting angry, not letting it take him any farther out of his game. So checking out the replay here, and Gonzales just really using that speed advantage and going to work here. It's like a 4 or 5 punch to 1 or 2 kind of advantage for Gonzales. It seems to be anytime they stand in exchange.
You're right, and that flurry that they just showed in the replay was right in front of us, and at the end of that, he landed a nice right uppercut.
A good shot of the back of Brent's head right there. Gonzales, good job keeping his cover up for that combination from Delgado. Speaks well of his vision to see what's coming, because his hands came up and blocked. They haven't been anywhere near up around his head like that for the entire fight, but there they were when they needed to be.
Exactly, and he does. He just has great speed, great movement. But I've been impressed with Delgado. He's eating some shots, and he just stays right in it, and that's where we kind of talk about these guys that just love to fight. You know, him not letting him get into his head right here is probably just because this is what he loves to do.
Well, almost a back fist there. Needs to be careful on that. Referee will call it. It's not legal in boxing. So you can see the logo on the gloves. If you're making contact with that part of the glove, the referee is going to call a foul on you.
Right side, left side. Half step to that free hand.
Corner of Delgado calling for the attack.
Right side, left side.
Gonzales looking to put a little more power in his punches here. It's shutting down his ability to throw the fast and flurried combinations that he'd shown us earlier, but when he's landing now here in the 4th, he's doing it with a little bit more authority.
Ooh, big left hook.
Delgado just shrugs at him. And that brings Gonzales forward. Good left hand off the clinch there. 1 minute to go.
And this is the type of fight I wish Delgado would have came out with. This is the type of fight that tires some of these faster opponents out. Go ahead, clinch them, hang on them a little bit, make them tired. And if you do that in the first couple rounds, when you get to these rounds, that speed is gone. But it unfortunately might just be a little bit too late.
Good job by both fighters right there listening to the referee. They both had an opportunity in an open target, but the referee had said don't punch. I was actually quite impressed with that.
Yeah, and a couple of good shots exchanged by both fighters there.
Oh, and staggered was Delgado. He almost had a knee touch the canvas there. I think if he hadn't been clinched, he might have touched down on that one. About to hear the 10-second clacker. Oh, and Gonzales able to load up on that overhand right. Entertaining fight.
Yeah, much better round for Delgado in that last round. Did a good job, but it's a little bit too late. I think Gonzales took this fight fairly handily through the first 2 or 3 rounds.
Agreed. Yeah, Delgado did better as he got a read on the fight and started to make it a little bit more scrappy affair, but we're seeing it here on the replay. It was just such a speed advantage for Gonzales that anytime that he wanted to close the distance and land a minimum 2 strikes, he was able to do so and knew that he didn't really have to pay for it very much. So.
Yes, sir. Now we'll wait for the judges to tally their scores and Big Mo to come in and let us know what we don't know.
And if you want to be technical, the judges don't tally the scores, the scorekeeper does. I'm just saying.
I'm tired of your junk.
I know. I know. I'm just filling time, man.
You're doing good, though. It's, not a lot of people leave me speechless, but you do it on a regular basis, and I got to get it figured out.
Oh, you're funny.
might have to take a page out of Gonzales' playbook and start throwing some verbal jabs.
As Michael Chavello always says, my verbal sparring partner. Wow, that was the worst Aussie accent ever.
Well,
there's another thing I'll never do again. There's some sportsmanship. I like that. Gonzales showing us that, hey, the taunting, etc., that was just during the fight. That doesn't have to carry over. So
part of being a professional.
Well played, sir. All right, Big Mo in the know.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score at 40-36. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Adan the Don Gonzales!
Another TLC fighter going home with the victory, Adan Gonzales.
I'm here now with your winner, Adan Gonzales. Adan, that was a very dominant win tonight. You got to feel pretty good about that performance.
Oh yeah, I feel great. I had a lot of, not as much time as I wanted in the gym, but next time for sure you guys will see me to come out with a lot better performance.
I noticed you talking to him quite a bit during the rounds, between the rounds. What were you saying to him?
That's classified.
You were showboating quite a bit. Looked like you're having a great time in there. Is that what you were expecting?
Yeah, it was. I was wanting to go out there and have fun, make myself look as good as I possibly can. And from all my fights from here on out, it's going to get better and better.
You didn't take a lot of damage tonight. I'm guessing we'll see you back here pretty soon in that ring.
I got a next fight. It looks like it's going to be in Mexico. Then I'll be back in Denver. Hopefully we're hitting the road soon after that.
Anyone you want to thank tonight?
First and foremost, I want to thank God for keeping me safe, keeping me able to be here tonight to perform. I want to thank my team, helped me get ready for tonight. All the sparring, all the work, my coach, my #1 person right now. He's the best. Means a lot to me. My sons keep me motivated all the time, and my wife, love her a lot and I appreciate her. My father keep me motivated as well, and thank God that he's here tonight.
Congratulations on a great win. Good job.